Have you ever caught yourself wondering, am I really ready to step away from those restrictive agency roles? Am I ready to make the leap into the thrilling, completely liberating world of self-employed caregiving? It's a huge question, right? But honestly, it's one that can absolutely transform your life. Well, welcome to today's Explainer. I'm super excited to guide you through this because today we are unpacking exactly what it takes to launch your very own caregiving business. We're looking at a totally empowering step-by-step roadmap to becoming an independent carer, pulled straight from the source material. Look, you already have the compassion. You've got the drive. Now, let's get you the structure. All right, let's dive straight into this roadmap. We've got four main stops today: the self-employed advantage, gaining essential qualifications, pathways to finding clients, and finally, mastering HMRC and taxes. Starting us off with part one, the self-employed advantage. Going out on your own really isn't a burden. It's actually the ultimate way to shape your career. I mean, this is what professional freedom truly looks like. You're basically unlocking three massive pillars of control. First up, you actually get to choose your clients, meaning you can find the perfect match for your specific skills. Second, you set your own work hours. Say goodbye to that exhausting forced overtime. And third, you determine your own fees, letting you build a career that actually fits your life. How great is that? Moving right along to part two, gaining essential qualifications. So here's the thing. While specific certificates aren't legally required to get started, they are highly, highly recommended. Take the CARE certificate, for instance. Now, what's really interesting about this credential is that it isn't just a piece of paper. It essentially acts as the gold standard prerequisite for healthcare jobs in the UK. It clearly outlines the exact standards that define the knowledge, skills, and behaviors expected in the industry. Having this under your belt instantly tells clients, hey, I am a serious, highly capable professional. And the best part? You don't have to get every single credential all at once. It's really a progression of leveling up your skills. You might start out by gaining some hands-on experience through an apprenticeship. Then you secure that nationally recognized CARE certificate we just talked about. And finally, you can push your expertise even further by obtaining NVQs. Those are National Vocational Qualifications, or maybe a level 2 or 3 diploma in health and social care. It's a fantastic, clear pathway from learning on the job to truly mastering advanced care practices. Oh, and before we move on from qualifications, I've got to briefly remind you about first aid and manual handling training. These are the practical, everyday skills that form the absolute bedrock of your independent work. You're going to use these constantly, so keeping them sharp, that's totally non-negotiable for both your success and your client's safety. Okay, let's jump into part three, pathways to finding clients. So you've got the skills. Now, how do you actually find the people who need them? Well, there are four distinct pathways to help you land that very first client. First, you could go web-based. Simply sign up on Care Connection websites. Second, lean into networking. Go to events, join local care community groups. Third, you can reach out to local care organizations and register as a sole proprietor with them. Or fourth, you can rely on good old-fashioned in-person interactions. Market directly to your neighborhood and loved ones to drum up those word-of-mouth referrals. Just pick one or two of these to start with and take action. And finally, part four, mastering HMRC and taxes. Okay, I know taxes can sound super intimidating, but honestly, the tax man doesn't bite. Well, mostly, as long as you're prepared. Let's start by securing the legal pillars of your brand new independence. It all starts with becoming a sole trader. Going into business for yourself simply means operating under this straightforward status. Yes, it means you're a one-person business subject to HMRC requirements, but this is the exact status that empowers you to shape your career however you want. Now, you might hear this massive acronym thrown around and feel a bit lost. MTD for ITSA. It stands for Making Tax Digital for Income Tax Self-Assessment. Quite a mouthful, right? But let's break it down so you know exactly what's coming. This is a big new system being introduced, and it fundamentally changes how you'll maintain your records and report your income to HMRC moving forward. Basically, everything is moving online. It's going to make things much more streamlined, but it does mean you need to be digitally prepared. Thankfully, getting set up really just takes three easy actions. Ready? First, visit the HMRC website. Second, fill out the online registration form with your personal details, your company info, and what you project to earn. And third, HMRC will send you your unique taxpayer reference number, your UTR. And that's literally it. You've just taken a stressful legal requirement and checked it off in 3 simple steps. Now, timing is absolutely everything here. So let's clearly visualize these deadlines. Day 1, you really should register the moment you know you're going to be self-employed. But if you've already started working, please pay close attention to this strict cutoff. You have until October 5th, following the end of the tax year you became self-employed, to sign up. Registering early is the best way to prevent panic and ensure you stay entirely compliant. But hey, what happens if life just gets in the way and you miss that October 5th cutoff? First off, don't panic. The absolute best action here is proactive communication. Do not hide from it. If you fail to register on time, sure, HMRC might impose fines, but contacting them immediately to explain your circumstances, that is by far the smartest way to try and prevent those penalties. Which brings us to our final thought for today. You already have the compassion. You definitely have the skills to care for others. And now, you know the qualifications to aim for, exactly how to find your clients, and how to navigate your taxes as a sole trader. The entire roadmap is laid out right in front of you. So the only question left to ask is, are you ready to take control of your own career? I really hope this explainer has left you feeling empowered, inspired, and fully equipped to kickstart your journey as a self-employed carer.
If you are looking for professional guidance, give us a call today. Sit back and relax while we do all the complicated work for you.